99% people lose weight faster with this insulin trick introduction. Welcome to a transformative approach to weight loss that shifts the focus from calorie counting to understanding your body's hormonal rhythms. Dr. Ben Beichman, a renowned metabolism expert, has uncovered a powerful insight: fat cells don't grow simply because you eat too many calories, they grow when insulin levels rise. This revelation challenges conventional wisdom and offers a practical, science-backed strategy called the insulin trick to help you lose weight faster and more sustainably. Let's dive into how this hormonal approach can bless your life with better health and vitality. The science behind fat growth. Dr. Beichman's research at Brigham Young University provides compelling evidence. Fat cells in a calorie-rich petri dish remain small until insulin is introduced. Within 6 hours of adding insulin, a large lipid droplet forms, and 12 hours later, the fat cells are even bigger. This lab evidence is clear: insulin, not calories, is the key driver of fat cell growth. Clinical studies further confirm that insulin promotes weight gain, proving that obesity is primarily a hormonal issue, not just a behavioral one. So, if you're struggling to lose weight, intense workouts or calorie restrictions might not be the answer. Lowering insulin levels is where real progress begins. Human evidence. The diabulimia case study, a striking human example, underscores insulin's role in fat storage. Young people with type 1 diabetes sometimes develop an eating disorder called diabulimia, where they deliberately underdose their insulin to stay thin. Despite eating large amounts of food, they don't gain weight because their insulin levels remain low. While this comes at a severe cost, hypoglycemia and ketoacidosis, it demonstrates a critical truth: you cannot get fat without elevated insulin. This human case study debunks the calories-only myth and highlights the hormonal root of obesity. Fasting versus the insulin trick. Fasting is a well-known metabolic tool for lowering insulin levels, but Dr. Beichman acknowledges it's not for everyone. It requires discipline and preparation, which can feel daunting. Instead, he offers a simpler, more accessible alternative: the insulin trick. This strategy involves specific eating habits that align with your body's natural hormonal patterns to control insulin levels effectively. By making small, intentional changes, you can outsmart your body and set the stage for sustainable weight loss. The dawn effect. Morning insulin resistance. One of the most surprising insights is the dawn effect. Around 4 a.m., your cortisol levels naturally rise to prepare your body for waking. This triggers the liver to break down glycogen, releasing glucose into the bloodstream. As a result, blood sugar and insulin levels are elevated in the morning, making you more insulin resistant. This means that eating within the first 2 hours of waking is more likely to store food as fat rather than use it for energy. Even intermittent fasters who skip dinner may see limited benefits if they eat too soon after waking. Morning strategy to leverage the dawn effect. Delay your breakfast for 20 to 30 minutes after waking. Use this time for light activities like planning your day, taking a short walk, or doing light work. Your body is primed with a natural burst of energy during this window. Take advantage of it. When you do eat, make breakfast a mindful ritual. Avoid sugary, carb-heavy foods that spike insulin, and focus on low insulin spiking options to reset your metabolism and promote fat burning. The role of sleep and cortisol. Cortisol, a stress hormone, is tightly linked to your circadian rhythm. Poor sleep acts as a stressor, causing morning cortisol levels to spike 2 to 3 times higher than normal. This elevates insulin, making you hungrier and more prone to carbohydrate cravings. Cortisol crosses the blood-brain barrier, binding to glucocorticoid receptors in the hypothalamus and amygdala, which regulate hunger and reward. It upregulates appetite-stimulating proteins, NPY and AGRP, inhibits leptin, the satiety hormone, and boosts dopamine release, driving cravings for energy-dense foods. Prioritizing good sleep is essential to keep cortisol and insulin in check, setting the stage for better appetite control. The coffee conundrum. Surprisingly, even coffee can disrupt your insulin balance in the morning. Dr. Beichman cites a study from about 20 years ago showing that caffeine, especially when combined with carbohydrates, significantly increases insulin secretion. With high morning cortisol already pushing glucose into your bloodstream, drinking coffee first thing can cause a sharp insulin spike, even without food. To avoid this, hold off on coffee until later in the morning. This simple step helps maintain hormonal balance and protects your metabolism from early disruptions. The insulin trick, a morning ritual for success. At its core, the insulin trick is about aligning your eating habits with your body's morning hormonal patterns. After an overnight fast, your insulin levels are naturally low, making you more insulin sensitive. To maintain this state, avoid insulin spiking foods and drinks in the morning. Instead, opt for a balanced breakfast that supports fat burning rather than fat storage. For example, choose protein-rich foods like eggs or Greek yogurt with low-carb additions like avocado or nuts. Make eating a mindful experience, savor the smells, sounds, and process of preparing your meal to ease your body into digestion. Practical steps for the insulin trick. Delay breakfast. Wait 20 to 30 minutes after waking to eat, using the time for light activity. Choose low insulin foods, avoid sugary, starchy breakfasts, for example, cereal, pastries, and opt for protein and healthy fats. Skip morning coffee. Wait a few hours to drink coffee to prevent insulin spikes. Prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep to regulate cortisol and insulin levels. Eat mindfully, slow down and enjoy your meal to support healthy digestion and metabolism. A sustainable path to weight loss. The insulin trick isn't a quick fix, it's a sustainable starting point that aligns with your body's natural rhythms. By focusing on morning habits that keep insulin and cortisol in balance, you can reduce appetite, curb cravings, and promote fat burning throughout the day. This approach requires minimal effort but yields powerful results, making weight loss feel more achievable and less like a battle. Over time, these small changes can lead to significant improvements in your health and well-being. Conclusion. Dr. Ben Beichman's insulin trick is a blessing for anyone seeking a smarter, more effective way to lose weight. By understanding the hormonal drivers of fat gain, insulin and cortisol, you can make informed choices that work with your body, not against it. Start tomorrow morning by delaying breakfast, choosing low insulin foods, and prioritizing sleep. These simple steps will set the tone for a healthier day and a more vibrant life.